Hello there, Ali here from Sports Templates, and today I'm bringing you guys this football gloves mockup. With the NFL season coming up in about a month from now, I thought this is going to be really useful for you guys. And in this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can use this mockup and customize it to showcase your own gloves concepts and designs. So let's get started. So with this template you're going to get 4 PSDs. You're going to get the two palms template. You're gonna get a single palm template, you're gonna get the back of the hand, and you're gonna get 2 hands from the back. And in this tutorial I'm gonna try to do this St. Louis Rams glove. All I did was prepare the St. Louis Rams logo. I have it in vector here in my library, as well as their colors, and we're ready to get started. So first we need to go to editable parts. Open that up and we have one folder for the right hand and one folder for the left hand. So if we start with the left hand, open it up like this, and first we need to go to the smart object. So within the smart object we have this markings layer. So if we turn it on, it's gonna tell us exactly where our design is gonna fall on the template. So let's drag this Rams logo and let's size it up. We can use this image as a reference. So you can see that the logo kind of gets cut off here, and right around the end of this curve it transfers to the next glove. As long as we can get this curve to look the same, we should be alright. So if we Control T on the logo, let's make it bigger and let's rotate. Alright, I think something around this. Maybe make it a little bit smaller. Alright, let's turn off the markings layer and both the grid and the background. Control S to save, and let's get back. Alright, so if we compare it, I think this is pretty close to what we have here. So next up we need to get this pattern, and I already made it easy for you guys. I already included this pattern in the template, as well as 9 other patterns. So if we go to the smart layer and we go to patterns, turn it on, you're gonna get this exact pattern here, but also you're gonna get all these patterns with it. So we got these stripes, some halftone pattern, these rounded triangles, this circular one, kind of like a zebra pattern, dotted, this gradient dots, another variation of it, and you got this with pattern with diamonds. So but for this one I'm just gonna go, and also you got this lines patterns like brush lines. But for this design we're gonna go with this pattern, and each pattern is, you can change their colors. So if you double click on it here, you can just copy the blue from the logo and Control S to save. Alright, now what's left is we just need to color the background the same gold color we have in the Rams logo. So if we go down to the palm, and that's about it. Now what's left is we have the back of the hand that's visible, like this part. So I'm just gonna go with gold as well, and then you have this center line, which is this line between the palm and the back of the hand, like this. You can see it all over. So I'm also gonna go with the gold, and now we can move on to the wrist. So for the wrist, you got this buckle, so we can just go with like an off black color, and inside the smart object you can add your own designs. Probably I'm gonna add like another Rams logo, a small one like this, and I have this tag just to give it more realism. So I'm just gonna also use this dark color for the background, and let's see. Alright, and then we just need to use the same colors for the rest of it. So you got this bottom seam like this, so we can go with the gold, for example, and we got this left seam, so I'm gonna go with the black with this one, and that's gonna be it for the left hand. Now moving on to the right hand, we basically do the same steps. Open up the smart object, and for this one we need to copy the logo from the left hand so we know it's the same exact size, so it can lines up with the one in the left hand. So to do that, you just select the logo, keep pressing shift, and drag it into the new layer of the right hand, and it's gonna be in the same place and it's gonna be in the same size. So for this one we need to turn on the markings, and we need to look at the reference image, so we can see that the ram neck kind of comes at the end of the thumb here, and his nose kind of faces the breast area. So let's start changing this. Control T, and let's do something like this. Probably get the neck to come off. Alright, let's save and see how we did with this one. Hide these layers and Control S. Alright, it seems like we just need to push it down a little bit to kind of line up with this line. So going back, let's turn on the marker again, and let's push it down and to the left a little bit. Alright, turn off the marker and let's take a look. Alright, I think we still need to rotate it a little bit, so going back, Control T, and let's rotate just a little bit, and let's see. Alright, that seems correct. Now we need to start and now we need to add the pattern to it. So if you go to patterns, we just need to turn off this one and turn this one on, pattern number 9, and also copy the color from the logo. Control S to save, and we need to change the palm color as well. Same thing for the back of the hand and this center line thing. And what's left is the wrist area, so let's do this buckle with this light color, other parts in this dark. The right hand seam is dark and the bottom one is this gold. And now we just need to edit the smart object for the wrist, so pick the color from here and add the Rams logo. Control S, and there we have it. One last thing we can do is change the background color. So if you go to the background, pick this Rams blue, and that's about it. So if you're looking at this image, you can notice that it's a little bit more reflective, and with this template you can just increase the reflectivity of the gloves. All you have to do is to go to the effects folder and go to reflections 2, Control J, and this duplicates the layer. So if you zoom in, you can see all the details in this glove. You can see even like the small crevices of the leather material that this glove is made of. All the details, all in 5K, 5000 pixels by 5000 pixels, this file. So it's perfect for printing or web use or any other application you might need. So I'm liking the extra reflectivity for the gloves, but it's a little bit too much when it comes to the wrist. What you can do is just add a simple mask. Get a simple brush like this, make sure it's black where you're painting on a white mask, and just start removing the extra reflectivity from places you don't want it to show. So this way we just make sure that we have reflective parts on the shiny leather material, but not on everything else. And that's about it. This same method applies to all other templates. So I'm gonna quickly work on one of them while I speed up the process, because it's gonna be exactly the same steps I just followed. I'm gonna be doing this back of the hand design. Hope you guys enjoyed this template. Let me know if you have any questions, and stay tuned for more sports templates coming every month. We got more stuff coming up for football season, so stay tuned for that, and see you guys on the next one.